All right, I want to do another Easter card today. This one is a little chick I drew, and we'll do a little sentiment, Happy Easter, and have some little eggs and flowers around his feet. I just traced around the body and the wing with a yellow watercolor pencil, and just do that as my guide, and then I will go ahead and just do this all in freehand, so I don't need to trace that part unless you want to. I am going to do a wash across his whole body with my light yellow. I have a Hansa yellow light in my Daniel Smith watercolors. And I'm just using a ceramic plate for my palette. And this is a number 4, size 4, Princeton Velvetouch brush, round 4. And I wish I would have had a little bit lighter of yellow watercolor pencil, but I'll just use that to my advantage, and maybe we'll add in some deeper yellow. I'm just going to do an even wash even over my wing. Okay, before that dries too much, I am going to get a little bit of this Hansa Yellow Deep. And I'm just going to do a little bit around the outside edge. So that he goes from dark to light in the center, and then I'm just going to use a clean water and just kind of blend that in. Alright, with that same Hansa Yellow Deep, I'm going to give him some little feather area here on the top of his head. And just blend that in if it bleeds into there a little bit. I'm going to let that dry completely before I go back in and do the wing. Meantime, I'm going to switch to a size 1 round and give him his feet. And I'm going to use a really dark brown. I'll use some Sepia for that. And then once that's dry a little bit more, I'll add in his little beak and a little eye. Let that dry. Okay, so let's do some little grasses and a couple little flowers. I'm just going to keep using my size 1. And we get some sap green. And just some quick little strokes in an upward motion to get some little grasses, and just vary the direction on those. Okay, and before I go too far out, I want to do a couple little eggs here and then 2 over here. And I'm going to stick with some pastel colors. I've got a new color I just got, which was Quinacridone Coral. I have that right here. And I'm more of a peachy pink color. I'm going to add a little egg over here. Certainly, if you do not feel comfortable just freehanding that, you can draw that or trace off. I will have the sketch available, a link in the comments or the description of the video if you want to do that. And then I will do maybe like a blue and a purple color over here. And I had some Carbazole Violet still on my palette that was mixed in with a little bit of Phthalo blue over here too, so it's kind of a blue violet I've got mixed up. So I'm just going to use that. Really any colors that you like. And I think I'm going to do, I've got some Phthalo Turquoise. I really like that color. I'll have that little egg coming out from behind this one. Alright, and I'm going to add a couple little flowers. Go back to my Hansa Yellow Deep, and I'll make a little center for daffodil. Do one over here too. And I'll switch to that light yellow to do some petals. Well, you don't have to get too detailed. This is already bleeding together, but just giving the idea of the flowers being there. And then I'm going to add my stem speck and gill, more of my sap green. And just keep adding a little bit more grass around these little eggs. Okay. And this should be dry enough that I can go back in and do my his wing and his little beak and eye. So still with my one and that sepia that I used before. Make sure it's not too watery. Just gonna give him a little sleepy eye. And then I'll use that same coral color I had, or whatever red you want. Just do a little triangle coming off of this side here for a little beak. And then I'll go back to my 4 with that Hansa Yellow Deep. And I'll go around that wing. Alright, and then I just want to add a little sentiment here to make this into a card. And you can paint this on or use a pen. I happen to have, I think I'll go with this one, the sour apple one. And I'm just going to do tall, skinny letters here. If you do not like your handwriting, one thing I always recommend, and I've done in the past too, is to print off whatever saying, phrase you want onto off your computer, and then you can trace that font through your lightbox or your window, and then you can have a little shortcut to having some nicer handwriting. Sometimes I wish I would have done that now. I think I want to add a little more to her beak. It's just a little small for my liking. There we go, I like that better. Alright, I hope you like making this Easter card. I'll see if I can get a couple more together that you can make and send out before the weekend.